Good morning, Morena. Welcome to our Sunday Sprintacular. I am Gillian St. Kevern, challenging the system with secretly subversive fiction.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'm Jamie Sands, a goblin.
Hey.
I just found this shirt in the back of my t-shirt drawer this morning, and I remember buying it, but I also couldn't remember if I'd actually bought it or if I'd put it back. So this is the first time it's been worn. It's
exciting.
I also write things, fiction things.
Fantastic.
I'm distracted by this movie trailer. I can't focus on anything else.
We just got some very exciting news. Share it with the world.
It's not my exciting news. Just no one's making my books into a movie, but one of my favorite books in all the world, One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus, has a trailer for either a show or a movie, and all of the cast looks incredibly perfect, and I'm very, very excited to watch it.
Yep, I am very excited because I had to do boring study stuff all day yesterday, and today I get to write. I also have the house to myself. So, yeah, it is quiet. I have already got some plotting done. I am so, I've got the hiccups. I am so keen to get some words done. I would like to back our trend of chatting forever and jump straight into our warm-up.
I think that's a good idea because I've got a lot of nervous energy from watching that trailer, so I'm ready to go as well.
Fantastic. We've got Lisa here who is joining us for some productivity. Lisa, we tend to start off our streams with a 5-minute warm-up. We pull a tarot card or some other sort of prompt. Then we just brain dump for 5 minutes. Jamie and I, because we usually type, we tend to switch to pen and paper, or in my case, felt tip and paper, just to kind of so that you're doing something a little bit unusual. I'm not sure what you're working on and if this will be useful to you, but either way, you're welcome to either use us.
Today's pen is a youth line pen.
Very cool.
I bought it to give money to Youth Line so that they can continue to help kids in need.
Fantastic.
I don't know why I have to introduce my pens. It's a thing I've started doing. Morning,
Inka. It's great to see you. Jamie, Sayon, Inka, we are both weirdly productive and focused today. So
I've got a lot of energy. I don't know where it came from. I did have an incredible dream I would like to talk about later because everyone loves hearing about people's dreams. I know.
I would love you to talk about that dream because I have amazing Cinderella news myself.
Aha.
So say when?
Now.
Oh, hey, this is really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So we have the 10 of cups, and as you can see, we've got 10 cups, and they are all sort of pouring, but simultaneously filling each other up as well.
Yeah. We had the 8 of cups yesterday.
Yeah. Inka, we may have stolen your energy. This is true because we are...
I'm sorry if I did that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got this image, put it in your mind, and then grab your notebook and...
All right. I'm ready.
Okay. I had my phone just a moment ago.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I just found my phone. I put my tarot box on top of it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes to brain dump, stretch up those creative muscles, and just clear our minds ready for the work ahead. Let's go. Awesome. How did you get on?
So a funny thing happened to me. And it happened to me last night. I sat down with my planning for the end of Monsters manuscripts because I realized that the original few scenes I had at the end didn't make sense given new stuff I've added in the book. So I needed to replot it. So I sat down to replot it, and instead I started writing a like anti-capitalist horror story.
I am so down for this.
And just now this morning, I wrote 10 of Cups, and I wrote a little paragraph about something, and then I just went straight back into this anti-capitalist horror story, the same one. So it's forcing its way out of me, which is good. It's fun. It's about consumerism and all those blind bag toys that they're selling to kids at the moment, like LOL surprise dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know which one it's going to be, and it comes with all this packaging and bits and stuff. Yeah, it's about those. So
that sounds
got 2 pages almost, page and a half. Yeah, this is the bit I tried to write, and then from there on, it's the story that took over.
I banged on about authenticity for a column. I was looking at the cups, thinking that when you are when you're your most authentic self, you're giving permission to other people to be themselves as well, and that creates this amazing energy that's just really uplifting, supportive, and beautiful. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. As part of my business course, I'm trying to sort of narrow down my values and vision and mission. And for me, it's all about channeling the awesome, uplifting power of authenticity to make the world a better place by destroying capitalism.
Yes. Count me 100% on board with this plan, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, you can let me read your horror story when it's finished.
I will once it's finished.
And
the squirrel brain, it isn't always there, but it sometimes, sometimes. And sometimes with an idea like this, it's just like I feel like I've got very little control over letting it out. It's just going to happen. And I've written stories like that before as well, but I'm going to put it aside for now because I want to finish. I think I can finish Monsters and Manuscripts today if I try hard.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Lisa has written a paragraph about creative energy and how I feed it through connection, experience, and relationships. Wow. That sounds amazing.
That sounds very similar to what you were saying as well, Gillian.
Yeah, but
kind of energy flow.
Yep. Oh, that's super exciting. I like that we're on the same wavelength there. So for this entire week, I've been focused on my course material. One, because I tend to panic when I have deadlines and stuff, but also because my story was not cooperating with me.
Yeah.
But last night, I had a bit of a breakthrough. This will sound really basic, but I realized that Ursula is sad. Inka, I hope that you are feeling like that we're not as smart as we sound.
I don't feel smart at all this morning.
My main character has just been dumped by her intended. He was on the brink of becoming her fiance. Like he had the ring ready to give it to her, and then he took it back and dumped her. And she has had her entire world changed and is now in an entirely new environment and has just seen him with a new woman. And it did not occur to me that she might have some feelings about this.
Sometimes we don't think about that.
I think I was so excited about her getting to go shopping and have all of the things that she wanted that I entirely missed that,
Yeah, she might be having feelings at the same time.
Yep. So I've started plotting the scene with the feelings and it's going much better.
Oh, good.
So, yep. Shall we aim for 2 20-minute sprints and then we can chat, and at our longer chat, we will have the Cinderella dream discussion.
Yes, sounds good.
Awesome. the reason I'm so keen for the Cinderella dream discussion is that I was actually in the play Cinderella as a primary school student. Primary school is elementary school for anyone not New Zealand.
Yeah.
But okay. Are we ready for our first 20-minute sprint?
I'm ready.
Brilliant. Let's get this done, starting now.
Wow, that flew past.
It really did. I finished plotting scene 14 and about halfway through scene 15.
I am writing a staff meeting, having flashbacks to all the various staff meetings I've been to in my life, which aren't all good. I'm trying to make it interesting to read. I got 680 words done.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Inka has done an amazing job of cheerleading and keeping up with questions in the chat.
Oh, fantastic.
How did you get on, Lisa? That's assuming you want to share. It is cool if you do not. I made myself a coffee using my brother-in-law's fancy machine today, and I actually had to make 2 attempts to get something that was drinkable, but I let it go cold.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, yeah.
Less good now?
Oh, whoops. Lisa got distracted. Podcasts can be very distracting. But you've reminded me, I've got a load of laundry on that will probably need to get thrown into the dryer during this next sprint. So if I get up and run away, you will know why.
I started listening to a podcast this morning and then decided that it wasn't the best way to warm up for this live stream. And it's I'm going to look it up because I'm not going to remember the name, but it's a horror story podcast, but all the stories are from Japan.
Oh,
Japanese.
I love Japanese ghost stories. I've got Lafacardio. Sorry, give me that name again.
Kawabana. I will share the link and then you can share it to everyone. I'm listening to it on Spotify, but it looks like it's probably everywhere. But I've only listened to about a half a minute and then I went, no, I'll put on something that I can sing along to and that will warm up my voice and be a better mood lifter.
Yeah.
But apparently it is quite spooky and you shouldn't listen to it after dark if you're likely to get spooked.
That means I probably shouldn't listen to it at all. I am the biggest wimp. Here we go. This is why I write scary stories, because I cannot read them.
Control them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start my timer, run to the bathroom, and then hop back into work. But you can have the full 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's get back to it, starting now. That gave me such a fright.
It felt like it flew by again.
Mm-hmm.
I got through my staff meeting and onto the next chapter, which should be the second to last one.
Oh, exciting.
I got 830 words written. Nice.
That is really nice. Did you come up with a name for your house monster?
I have so many. I went onto Facebook, onto my author page. I said, please give me a name for a friendly house monster. And I have probably 40 names on there now. Apparently, everyone was really ready to share their friendly house monster names with me. So I don't know exactly which one I'm going to choose because there are too many. I'm like, do I need to just add a dozen more monsters? Maybe that's the next book. Maybe the next book they'll just drive around New Zealand and meet lots of cute house monsters.
Sounds great. Oh my gosh, what if, they take an Airbnb and there happens to be a house monster in it. So they're like, okay, well, we can deal with this. It's just one Airbnb, go to the next one, house monster.
Everyone.
It turns out that all of the Airbnbs they've chosen get good reviews because the house monsters like tidy up everything and make them really welcoming.
Just really happy house monsters making Airbnbs good all over New Zealand.
Yeah.
It'll work. Paper slips and draw one from a jar. That's not a bad idea.
Yep. You could do it live. Do a live YouTube or Facebook Live.
I could. Yeah, because that's pretty much the last thing that's going to happen is this monster is going to reveal his name. So I don't have to decide just yet.
I got half the way. Oh, yeah. Or you could pick Incas. That works.
Or that one.
I am maybe a third of the way through plotting scene 16, where Ursula goes full Victorian female.
She's going to have a fit of the vapors?
Pretty much.
Amazing.
She burst into tears while pouring tea to convince a bunch of gossips, basically, that she was far too helpless to ever have stabbed a vampire with a hairpin. Surely these are cruel rumors started by not very nice fiance, rather than
obviously. I can't wait to read this book. It sounds so good.
I am having a lot of fun with it. So this is our longer chat. Shall we take a break now, or shall we jump into Cinderella stories?
Let's have a break now. I think I need the bathroom.
Yep, I will top up my pot of tea.
Right back.
See you soon.
I am back. I just had to convince Mochi, my cat, that the biscuits in her food bowl were in fact for her and that she could eat them. So that's exciting, having a cat that's, I don't know if she's going a bit senile. She could be. She's 12, almost 13, and a bit weird. She was mewping at me, so I took her to her bowl where there were a whole lot of cat biscuits, added a couple on top, said, here you go. Then I had to encourage her to go on. Oh, biscuits for cats. It's like kibble, cat food in dry form, dry cat food. So we call them biscuits here. Or, yeah, cat bickies. It's usually what we'd say. She also has meat every now and then, but she used to have it twice a day, but she's got over that. Doesn't care about cat meat anymore, really. But the dry cat food is the number one. Oh dear. Is that my energy running out? I just started yawning. I hope not. I've noticed I always get a bit like this when I'm up to the end of a book. I get so excited about finishing it off. And I get a lot of energy, and it's almost like nervous energy where I just have to keep writing until it's done. So fingers crossed this stream, I can get it all finished. And then tonight, if we do streams, I can watch. I can get some errands and stuff done. I've got a couple, like a little to-do list of things, but I won't do any of those until I have finished this book, because we're nearly there. We're so nearly there.
You are really close.
So close. Do you know the word Taniwha has a macron over the last A? No.
My feeling is no, but let's look that up.
No, it doesn't. Cool.
I walked past, as you were saying. I think she's going a little bit senile and was a bit concerned, but then realized you were talking about Mochi.
Mochi, yeah. I had to convince her that the biscuits in her bowl were for her and that she could eat them. Yeah. So, I know she's been a bit skittish these past few days, but I think it's because we've had quite a lot of wind and she's always been afraid of the wind. I don't know why, but if we get like a big windstorm, she'll come crying to us and need reassurance. So I think having wind during the day probably just makes her a bit skittish, and hopefully that's all it is.
Yep. So you were in a play about Cinderella?
Yes. So my dream this morning it's a ballet. It was a ballet of Cinderella. I was either at high school or like college, university, I'm not sure, but it was the school production of Cinderella, which is a ballet. And in the dream, I was very, very good at ballet. In real life, I'm not. I took it for 1 year when I was 7 and I hated it. In the dream, I was cast as Cinderella. I was very excited. My friend from high school, who I've known since we were 13, was the evil queen, which you may recognize isn't a character in Cinderella at all. It's an evil stepmother, but she was the evil queen, and she just seemed to have a role that meant she could just barge into any scene and like laugh evilly. But it was ballet, so we weren't like, so he was Slim of the world. Everything's terrible, and he got cast as the fairy godmother, which like was meant to be like a joke, but he took it super seriously and was incredible and wore this like sparkly, bedazzled dress and was the best fairy godmother anyone could ever see. So no one could laugh at him because he'd done so well. So that was my dream. And the production was in this massive theatre, bigger than anything I've seen in New Zealand, really beautiful. So I guess it was a very prestigious high school or college. I don't know.
That sounds like an amazing dream. In retrospect, my Cinderella experience is much less exciting. When I was 5 or 6, so my first year at school, my teacher decided that our class would perform Cinderella. But all of the girls' parts would be played by boys, and all of the boys' parts would be played by girls.
I've seen that in anime.
So we had one of my friends, a boy called Lance, was Cinderella.
Yeah.
And I forget who was the evil stepsister, stepmother, and fairy godmother. But all of the girls in my class were like, we don't want to be boys. Ew, that's yucky. We're going to be mice.
Okay.
So everyone wanted to be the mice that got turned into horses that pulled Cinderella's carriage.
Yeah.
And I was the only girl willing to be a boy. So I got the only female speaking part. I was Prince Charming, basically.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and so I had one line that was, "Will you be my baby?" And that was it.
Will you be my baby? That was the word? Oh, no.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my entire acting career.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did do school productions when I was in high school, and I did do some amateur theatre in university.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have a bit of a history with it, but I found that by the time we'd got through all of the rehearsals, I would be so bored of the play that I didn't want to perform it because I was so sick of all the saying the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
So I gave it up.
Fair enough. I went into orchestra, so I enjoyed that a bit more. Okay. We've got no reason not to get back to work now.
It's true. We're very motivated this morning. It's a good motivated stream.
I am switching from plotting to writing, so I'm opening up my Scrivener file for the first time in ages. Did I finish the scene I was writing? That's always important.
Good question.
Come on, Scrivener. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay. Here we go, chapter 14.
All right.
Yep.
I'm on chapter 18.
Fantastic. Okay, 20 minutes starting now. Okay. That was my first writing sprint this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I got 565 words and lots of interruptions on Slack from my accountability group, who I was hanging out with after these after this live stream.
I got 801 words, and I'm into my final chapter.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I've worked out how the magical books are arriving, finally.
Hooray.
Might have actually been your suggestion, Gillian. And just have a couple more things to wrap up, and then it's done.
That is super exciting. Also, a baby on someone's shoulders just looked in on you over your fence. How cool is
it was hilarious. I was looking at, and our fence is quite tall. Like it's it's got a door in it. It's a tall fence, and I saw this bobble hat, and then this little face turned and looked in on me. I'm like, what? It's like this extremely tall baby, and then I realized it was on someone's shoulders, and it was hilarious. It just looked right at me, and then looked away again because obviously I'm not that exciting. It was very funny.
It is super cool. I've realized I didn't keep a log of what I've done today. So now that I have, a word count, I'm setting that up so I can write it down.
Good.
So Ursula's emotional distress has been solved with breakfast in bed, which potentially I'm putting a bit too much of myself in there. All my problems can usually be solved with brunch.
Usually. I'm solving a lot of things in this book with nice cups of tea and to sit down, so
Yep. One thing, twice now actually, I've read books where someone has been having an anxiety attack and a friend has got them to look around them and notice what they see and articulate what they hear and feel. And I was like, oh, I like this. I know what you're doing.
I'm sure I've used that. I might have used that in Trouble with Order, actually.
Oh, cool.
Because it does work for me. So I like putting stuff in that I've had success with, especially when it comes to anxiety disorders. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, it's raining.
We have nice blue skies here, but it's cold.
Yeah. I was hoping it would stay sunny because I need to weed my vegetable patch this afternoon. But I'm not going to do it if it's raining, and this is why I need to weed it, because I've been putting it off for weeks and weeks because it keeps raining just when I think I'm going to do it.
How inconsiderate of the weather.
Very.
Okay, we are at 11:39. It's time for our fourth and final sprint of the day. Let's make this happen. We are so productive.
So productive.
Okay.
So fingers crossed I can finish a book this sprint.
That would be amazing. Okay. Ready, go. Okay.
I am like
my window.
4 sentences of finishing.
Oh, go for it, Jamie.
So close. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll do it after the stream because I want to take a moment to get it just right. But
okay.
I got 654 words in that sprint.
That is fantastic.
And I have named my monster.
Yay! I don't know how many I wrote that sprint. I'll have to do some math, but I got a total of 1,166 words.
That's really good.
Okay. Yep. Very happy. Minus 565 equals 601.
This morning.
Wow. Well done.
Huh. It's always faster at the end. It's like running downhill. Every time. Okay. 500 words. I would say 500 words is usually less than 2 pages. It's probably only 1 page. Hold on, let's see. I mean, of course, it always depends on the size of the page, how big is the book, all of that stuff.
Yep. I've just realized.
Probably 2 pages according to Word.
I used to do cold reads, prepare cold reads for conference, and that's always 500 words, and they usually come out at 2 pages. And funnily enough, in a printed book, like I took some Agatha Christie's and was trying to get an idea of her word count, so I counted how many words there were on a few pages, averaged them out, and then times them. It's about 250 a page on a printed book as well, I think. Maybe between 200, 250.
Yeah, because it would depend how big the font is as well.
Yeah, and what the print size is of the book.
Yes. Yeah, so about 2 pages, I reckon, for 500 words.
So I have written 4 pages today. Yay. And Jamie has written...
I can't math, I don't know.
I think 12 pages would.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Because I've got an accountability meeting. It's virtual, but I'm going to hop on and see if I can do it from the library, so I don't have as much rushing to do. Today, but live stream.
Yes.
Accountability meeting, RWNZ meeting. And I wanted to do a stream tonight, but I'm thinking that I will be completely tired.
Yeah.
Would you like to host, and then I can join if I feel it?
Yep. I'll set something up for 7 p.m. Because I'm making a roast chicken for dinner, and I want to have time to roast it and eat it. So 7 p.m. our time. So in 7 hours. And it might not be a super long one, depending on how sleepy I am after eating a lot of roast chicken.
Yeah, and again, I may be completely useless.
Yeah. And we're going to do the bullet journal thing sometimes.
Yeah. So I have the house to myself until at least mid-afternoon Monday.
Okay. So, I don't think I've got anything on tomorrow. Hold on, let me have a check. I might be going out for a brunch thing.
Oh, brunch always takes priority.
It does. Okay, we'll work it out.
Sounds great.
So I will put up a stream right now for in 7 hours, and if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, no problem at all.
Fantastic. Inka, it was fantastic to have your company this morning. Lisa, I hope you got lots of work done.
Fingers crossed.
And anyone else who's watching these later, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what you got up to. We're always curious. And feel free to join us for the next one.
Sounds good. All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.